I am seeing things. What is this? What is this? This can't be. Say you pregnant. Well, what are you gonna do? Don't know. What am I gonna do with a kid? I'm pro whatever the woman wants to do. I'm not happy. How I sounded was how I felt. Said, okay, Lord, I think I can do this. All right, y'all. Oh my goodness. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. My name is Cameron. I specialize in lifestyle. Why do I keep saying lifetime? I specialize in lifestyle type vlogs with chit chats here and there occasionally. So if you decide that you like this video, go ahead and check out some of my previous videos. And if you like all of them, please hit that subscription box below to subscribe to my channel and join the fam. It is the first chit chat of 2026. I know this was supposed to be out long before my first vlog dropped last week. It is currently February 4th, 7:30 in the afternoon, and I wanted to come and chat with y'all about my pregnancy experience. Oh my goodness. So this is a story time chit chat on how I found out I was pregnant. Make sure you grab your popcorn, your wine, especially if you can drink wine, because I can't drink any wine right now. So have a cup for me. But go ahead and grab a snack, cozy up, and let's get into this chat. So let me start off by saying that I am very in tune with my body. OMG, I am. When it came to my cycle, I had my Flow app. My Flow app was never wrong, and it came every month. I mean, never skipped a beat, nothing. If it didn't come, it was because I did something. I did something. I took something and it threw it off. But otherwise, it would come. Like, I'm very regular. I don't have irregular cycles. Let me take you back to October of 2025. It's homecoming. Mama is having a good old time. She's out with her friends. She's catching up with other alumni. I'm having a good, jolly old time. Come home, unwind, everything is fine with the whole weekend. Just like, okay, I know my cycle is supposed to be here, but maybe something's wrong. I don't know what's wrong, but maybe something's wrong. We just gonna continue to go with the flow. Come Monday after homecoming, it didn't come. My cycle was nowhere near coming. And I was like, I know it was one particular night that I had, and I was just like, I don't remember too much. This is honest, this is real, this is raw. I'm sorry, but I don't remember too much about what happened that night back in September. And I just said, okay, let me go stop by the store on my way home. I'm just thinking maybe it's thrown off because I was drinking. I don't drink heavily anymore, but I had 2 cut waters, a Monaco. So I was like, you know, maybe my body's just not used to it. So I stopped by Walgreens and I came home, snuck in the house because Kobe was already here. He was cleaning out the garage or something. So I snuck in the house and I went to go pee on the stick because I knew if I would have told him, he would have been right there pacing back and forth, back and forth. That's how he always is. And whenever we have a scare, he's pacing back and forth, back and forth. So I'm just thinking, oh, this is just another scare. I go to the guest bathroom, use the bathroom, and I said, let me put a timer on for 5 minutes and then come back. As soon as I put the stick down on the counter, not even 2 minutes later, 2 lines popped up. And I said, oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me. No, Lord, I am seeing things. My heart instantly started racing. Girl, what in the world? What in the world? This can't be. This can't be.
Oh no. This can't be.
Like Uncle Ruckus. So immediately my heart dropped and I just looked. I said, no effing way. Like I said, this is really raw and honest. First people I tell were my sisters. Group FaceTime call. Only 2 out of the 3 picked up, and I was standing in the bathroom and I said, y'all won't believe this. My oldest bonus sister Janice, she said, you pregnant? I said, yes. The phone was silent, like you could hear a pin drop. Kamora was driving. Janice was at home just looking. I was just looking at them. They was just looking at me. I was like, well, what are you gonna do? And I said, I don't know. Now, I told y'all back in my last vlog, my recent vlog, I told y'all that we were having some ups and downs. They knew about it. One thing about me, I know you're supposed to keep some things to yourself regarding your marriage and stuff like that. But one thing about me and my sisters, we share. I I don't tell them everything, but the things that bother me, they know. So they knew what was going on. We were just throwing out different suggestions. Are you gonna keep it? Like, what do you want to do? You know, we're supporting you either way. So my immediate thought was just to annex the situation. I know. It is very wrong of me to think that way. And I've already asked God for forgiveness. But like I said, I'm going to be very raw and honest with y'all about my initial reaction. My initial reaction was, I don't know. What am I going to do with a kid? Like, my life isn't right. My marriage isn't right. What am I going to do with a kid? Like, I can't bring a kid into this world and we're like this. I hung up the phone with them and I said, well, I gotta go tell Kobe. I gotta go tell the baby's daddy. So he just cleaning out the garage, and I said, hey, Kobe, I need you to come in here. We need to talk. And he sighed like, I already know what this conversation is gonna be, but he didn't know what the conversation was gonna be. I said, come on, come into the bathroom. I showed him the stick. And he was like, are you for real? Like, is this real? Like, are you playing? What? What in the world? What is going on? And I was like, yeah. We sat in the bathroom for a very long time. And he was like, what are we going to do with a kid? Like, it's like, no way. Like, out of all the times it happens now. That was my same sentiment. Like, out of all the times that we've been together, you know, we've been together for over 10 years. And right when we're at this breaking point, why did this happen now? What? So we were going through scenarios too. I told him my initial thoughts because I didn't want to bring a child into a broken home. I, for one, come from a broken home, so I know what that feels like. I know how splitting holidays, summers, not growing up with both of my biological parents in the same household, my whole childhood. I know how that feels. I was like, I don't want that for my kid. I never wanted that for my kid, which is why I have been so careful throughout my 27 years of life, 26 years then. I have been very, very careful to make sure that I am not bringing anything in this world that, you know, I don't want. But it just happened to be this one time, y'all. This one time. I told him how I felt. And at first, you know, he was like, okay, whatever. But when he left the house, he called his dad. And I guess his dad talked some sense into him. And he came back like, we not gonna do that. And I was like, I was like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but ultimately it's my choice because it's my body, my choice. I'm sorry. I'm pro whatever the woman wants to do. My body, my choice. If I don't want it, y'all, I heard him out. I did. And I just said, okay, I'm just going to sit with it. I think at the time when I called my doctor the next day, I think they said I was about 4 or 5 weeks. So I think I had up until 6 weeks. So I had at least another week to make a decision. Something in me just told me to just go ahead and tell some family members to see what they were saying. So the first person I called was my daddy. I called him. I was driving to work and I was like, well, Daddy, I got something to tell you. And he was like, what is it? What you got to tell me? And I said, I'm pregnant. And he was quiet and then he started laughing. He said, okay, it looked like I'm coming to Arkansas. And I was like, okay. I was like, all right, that's really not what I wanted to hear. You know, I don't think he asked me how I felt, or maybe he did. Either way, I ended up telling him how I felt about how I don't think I'm ready, how I don't think that we're in the best position, the best situation to bring a child into this world. And he was like, no, everything happens for a reason. This is God's plan. You know, he knew what was going to happen. Just talking all this spiritual talking to me. And you know, me and my daddy, we have a very strong relationship, a very strong bond, especially spiritually. He telling me all of this and I'm just like, okay, I'm literally just depressed. Really, after finding out, I went into a depressive mode. So he just happy-go-lucky. He's happy. He's just like, okay, this is what we need to do. You just need to take it slow. This happens for a reason. You know, we don't know why, but this happened for a reason. He's just happy. Meanwhile, I'm just like, okay, all right, maybe I shouldn't have told you. Because you're not telling me what I want to hear. So the next person I tell was my TT. I called her and I said, well, TT, I got something to tell you. And she was like, what is it? And I said, I'm pregnant. And she was like, oh, congratulations. Like, she was so happy. She was probably the first person. Maybe she was the second person because I can't remember if my dad asked me how I felt. But she was one of the first people that asked me how I felt. And when I tell you I was so blatantly honest, I was like, I'm not happy. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. And later I found out she was so concerned. Like, she was like, okay, maybe I need to give her a few days for it to settle in and then call her back, because she told me that I had her concerned. She said I just sounded so depressed, and it was because I was depressed. I was like, well, how I sounded was how I felt. But I can tell y'all that it wasn't until Kobe told my mother-in-law, and we were at the shop, we took her to the back, he showed her the picture of the stick, and she started laughing. And I'm like, what you laughing for? No. And she was like, well, how do y'all feel? And Kobe said something I can't remember, and I was just like, And she's like, yeah, I know. And she was like, but this baby is a blessing. Everything happens for a reason, Everybody goes through. She was just talking to me. It'll go away. You just have to pray over your situation. And then I ended up crying. And I was like, okay. What she said really changed my perspective, to be quite honest. And from that point on, I started looking at it from a more positive view. So after talking to her, I made sure I came home to repent. I immediately asked God for forgiveness for even resulting to annexing everything. I was just like, Lord, just change my mindset, change my perspective, and help me get through this pregnancy. Help me to have a better viewpoint in life as a 27-year-old mom, 26 at the time, but a 27-year-old mom now. Even though I repented, I still had, thoughts in the back of my head about whether I wanted to be a mom or not, but ultimately I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. But was I truly happy? Was I truly happy about the situation where I am in life? All of that. But it wasn't until my first appointment, which was when I was in 9 weeks, and that was like November 24th, 2 days before my birthday. It wasn't until that appointment where I seen my baby move and just play around in my belly. That's when I became happy, like truly happy, like authentically happy. When I say that after my mother-in-law talked to me, I had a better viewpoint. I prayed, I repented. It was still something in me that was very sad and depressed. I really just tried to mask it. But when I seen my baby for the first time, I was like, oh my goodness, this is real. It's just playing. I mean, when I took out my camera, my baby stopped moving. And I was like, oh my gosh, they are just silly already. They know that I'm trying to record. It wasn't until then that I really said, okay, Lord, I think I can do this. Whether I'm gonna be a married mom or a single mom, I think I can do this. I knew that what everyone was telling me was true. God does these things for a specific reason. Even though I felt unprepared, it's all in His timing. He knows what's gonna happen before I even know what's gonna happen. So it was very wrong of me to think like that in the beginning. However, that was my honest thought. I was just being very real, very vulnerable. No, I don't want this. Since then, I've grown. I am currently 19 weeks. And I am so happy, y'all. I'm so happy. I have a healthy baby. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. So on Monday, well, really this Friday, I'll be 20 weeks, which means I will be halfway there. I'm just so happy and so giddy. And I have this app on my phone where it tells me how big my baby is, the things that my baby is doing. And this week specifically, I have officially felt my baby move. Like they're just going, just playing, just all in my stomach. And at first I was like, what is going on? What is this? But now I'm just like, yeah, play baby. Let me know that you are okay. Let me know that you are still in there. I'm so happy that I am to the point where I am feeling so much better because I have been hugging the toilet. The first 16 weeks, I was hugging the toilet. I couldn't keep anything down. They ended up prescribing me some medicine, but the only thing was the medicine kept the food down, but it made me constipated. TMI, I'm so sorry. But it's just like, I can't keep doing this. So I stopped taking that medicine because I would keep it down, but I couldn't push it out. So it's just like, girl, what? So I'm back on my main camera. I got a little charge. It has been a time. I'm trying to get this last clip. Like I was saying, I believe I was going through my nausea phase for 16 weeks. 16 weeks of my pregnancy. It was not good, y'all. It was not. I was really just suffering the 16 weeks. The first 16 weeks, I was really, really suffering. I got into a mindset where I was like, okay, this is for my baby. As long as my baby is growing healthily, as long as the Lord continues to give me strength, I should be fine. I'm going to be fine. He's going to carry me through. And he did. Right at 17, 18 weeks, I stopped hugging the toilet. It's been good from there. Just like tonight. Had a great meal and I kept it down. I just wanted to sit down and share my perspective on my initial thoughts on my pregnancy journey. Everybody's different. Some people are just so happy-go-lucky, and I wish that I was like that initially, but I already broke it down to y'all. I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling it, but the Lord works in mysterious ways. He changes us every day, day by day. Whenever we wake up, we have a new opportunity to start fresh, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that. I'm thankful that He has given me a healthy body to be able to carry a baby. I'm thankful that He has given me the strength to endure all that I have endured thus far, and I pray that He continues to give me the strength to endure everything that I will endure in the next 20 weeks. And I'm just so grateful for this new outlook, this new journey, really, because it's a journey. I mean, I'm finding myself. I'm trying to take control over my emotions. Whenever somebody's not doing something that I want them to do, I just gotta woosa. Zen win, be zen win, as a Wendy from Housewives of Potomac says. But yeah, I have just been enjoying it these past couple of weeks, and I cannot wait to see what the Lord has in store the remainder of my second and third trimester. I plan to take y'all along with me on my 20-week checkup on Monday, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this story time. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed, and I pray that I did not steer anybody away because of my initial thoughts. Like I said, I am pro whatever the woman wants to do because it's the woman's body. You know, everybody's different. Some people are happy, some people are sad, some people have mixed feelings. Unfortunately, I was one of those ones that had mixed feelings in the beginning, but I'm happy now. Pretty much the end of the video. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this chat. Please comment down below how you guys felt when y'all found out y'all were pregnant, and let's just share, let's just chat. But as always, thank you guys for sitting down and tuning into this whole chit chat. I hope you guys took something out of it, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy the journey that I am willing to share with you guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.